Welcome back, everyone, to War for the Crown, Songbird, Scion, Saboteur. Not only is the next session, but it's also the last session of 2023, which is pretty huge. As we left off in this year of 2023, the party took part in the hunt. They went out for the annual Jubilee hunt and were placed in the woods of a very lovely manticore named the Iron Lash of Merit. By the way, there are probably some handouts I should show you. Here's the County of Merit.
Oh, that's pretty.
And this, I can only assume, is to be of the party that you guys are attending.
Ooh, fun.
Okay. I want to jump in the maze. Me personally, not Desmond.
Do I have anything else I forgot to share with you guys? I forget. There's a lot of handouts. Did I share the manticore? I shared the manticore. Of course I shared the manticore. You guys killed the Iron Lash. You also saved a man named Mophis, who was one of the... what's the word? Peasants, who is used in this hunt. And he told you, hey, this isn't as innocent as you think. They're paying us, but this isn't fun for us. And you helped him, and you sent him on his way. He was one of Baroness Voynam's peasants. And then you exited the forest carrying the Lash's head and a very not dead but dead looking Hugh. And everyone had their jaws dropped and oohing and eyeing. And as you come out, rather than saying anything, this isn't a matter of your character saying anything, just the fact that you're, brought pieces of the Iron Lash with you. I believe you brought a wing. You cut off a wing. One person, one PC can attempt a single diplomacy check against each NPC's influence. So it's one diplomacy against everyone's influence.
Wow.
I nominate Desmond.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not sure my diplomacy is the highest, but
I'll throw my hat in the ring.
okay, mine's 13.
We should consult. We should consult. Who's talking to everyone? We're just gonna do a little huddle right in front of everyone.
Right.
I think literally in the game. I've got a pretty good one.
I have 19.
Yep.
Oh,
Shit.
I'll give it to that.
so it's a you focused. I just have a good one. You focused diplomacy. Yep.
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 Focused us all.
All right. Suppose I will attempt the influencing.
Yep, diplomacy.
All right. I don't know why.
Taking the 26. But I'm pretty sure you influence everyone. Let me just go down the list. Yeah, that's a point towards the Count Bartleby. Let's see. Influence numbers. That is a point towards Nicholas O'Cara. Let's see about the crabs. Yep, that is a point towards them. Let me make sure. Alright. Ooh, what is this? Okay, Adela Voynam. What you got? What's your number? You do not influence Adela Voynum.
Yeah.
Nora. Let's see. Nora gets a point. And that is it. You have influence, one point of influence towards everyone except for Adela Voynum. And you guys are just standing at the edge of the woods. What do you do?
I'm just gonna keep walking further from the woods.
Same. I forget. Did we leave those thorns inside me, or did we yank those guys out?
I mean, I would recommend, if we don't have magical healing, to leave them in.
I mean, I can knock him out.
Yeah.
I mean, like I could heal him. I don't know if we did that. I don't remember.
I don't believe you did.
Okay.
I think you healed them, but you didn't rip them out.
Okay.
Okay. I'm pretty sure everyone's just looking at the thorns stuck in my chest, and I'm just gonna say, I think I need medical attention.
Yeah. I think Desmond would probably look at. I don't think we have a designated healer here, so I guess could I? Okay, who are we friendly with? Let's go with a Nora.
I was wondering if like Count Bartleby would have like a few healers on standby just in case. But
I mean, yeah, he's the one in charge of the hunt, right? Yeah, I'll signal the Count, and as soon as he kind of gets within regular speaking range rather than yelling, I'm gonna ask him if he could send for a healer.
He says, let me overview something real quick. Where am I? There they are. Grumpy elf?
Probably a Nora. A muscled half elf.
Oh, elf. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking Christmas elf.
Christmas elf?
Yeah. I was like, what?
You're too into spirit pie.
I know. I'm too festive. I'm sorry. And even then, that would be a gnome. Now I need to find her sheet. Where? Oh. Oh my god, there's so many names. Someone's named Gert. I don't know who that is.
Gert the assassin.
There we go. I don't know where you got that information. The Count says that they do not have any healers directly on hand, but just like the incident with Anastasia, he is willing to pay for Hugh/Calbion's treatment at the the temple, the temple in town.
I think I will take him up on that offer. Thorns in my body are very uncomfortable.
he says, well, and a cart can be arranged to bring you there now. You do not look like in a good condition to keep up with the night's events.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but I'm still alive. That's all that matters.
And you see him signal to some guards to come over and kind of help you. And if you guys let them, the guards will grab Hugh and begin bringing him to the front of the estate for a cart. Or, yeah, for a cart to be brought.
Only if Hugh is also protesting.
No, I wouldn't really be protesting. They're gonna take me to the temple.
I guess as I'm walking back to the crowd, I would just say to all and to no one in particular, if you're looking for a manticore pelt or flesh off of its bones, I suggest you get some workhorses or oxen out there. Otherwise, some other critters might get at it.
You see some of the people, some of the partygoers whispering to each other until Count Bartleby himself signals to some people and they go off into the area that you guys came from.
Delightful.
And as you guys are talking, you see Titus, this fella right here. He eventually comes out of his section of the woods, and you notice not only does he have his own quarry tied, but he has someone else's quarry tied as well. He has managed to catch two people tied together. And as he comes out and the rest of the groups come out, the Count, Bartleby Lothheed, says, while we must give praise to this group, pointing to yours, who have slayed the iron lash that has been plaguing these woods, that was but a mere obstacle in this hunt, rather than the hunt's actual goal. So the winner of this here Jade Bear goes to Lord Titus. And everyone begins clapping.
The look that rolls across Anastasia's face is just one of pure disgust. But I would like to know whose other quarry he caught.
We will simply say he has his own quarry and he has Okara's quarry.
Alright, so there's a chance our guy got away.
Possible.
Cool. I mean, that's really all we have to go on right now, but that's a good sign. But yeah, Anastasia just looks really miffed. She's holding onto the part of the wing.
Out of curiosity, don't we have like some sort of proof that we caught her, right? But couldn't bring him back alive, supposedly.
Did we? I didn't really try to save anything off of there.
No, we took his costume.
Oh.
We took the guy's costume because it was already shredded and he was injured and stuff like that. So, yeah, remembering that, Anastasia will reach down and produce the costume in which their quarry was in and basically throw it forward and say, well, if that's the case, are we weighing what is brought back or who brought it back first? Because our quarry, kind of a problem.
Let me look. This is a good question to ask.
God, I wanted to stick it to this guy one more time. You have no idea. The chows, I'm gonna take your hunt too.
You have to track your quarries and bring them back to the palace. Them being the actual quarry and not their outfit. So the fact that Titus is brought back too does outweigh your coming here first.
Even though ours definitely looks like it got eaten by the thing that we killed.
That would likely either give less points or even out with the fact that you killed the Iron Lash.
Alright. Damn it.
And as you say this, the Count does say, well, second place isn't bad. But with the hunt over, everyone, I hope your stomachs are ready, for we will be having ourselves quite the feast. And some popular entertainment. We have an orchestra to play for you all during dinner. Please come with me when you all are ready. And the Count begins heading back inside to the building.
When that happens, does Lord Titus kind of undo his quarry and let them go, like once his place is secured?
No.
He's still carrying them?
He's not carrying them, but he is still outside gloating while people talk and begin walking inside.
Oh, okay, so he's like holding them hostage like trophies.
Yes.
Okay, well, in that case, I think Desmond would walk up to him and kind of clap disingenuously and say, "How strange that you seem to have caught another Arius quarry. Please recount the tale of how this happened."
Just reading something. He says, not strange at all. For anyone else in these areas, catching more than one quarry is normal. Once they are in the woods, once you have caught your own, everyone is fair game. Should you wish to win, that is.
Oh. And where are the other quarries?
Well, to my knowledge, there were only three. Only three of us groups went in, unless you were meaning the other fake quarries that my cousin throws in there.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if there were like other groups. I forgot there was just three. Okay, I retract that statement. Okay, so all the quarries are counted for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So he's claiming that after he caught his, he just chased after someone else's.
Yep. And with help from that, it would be the Bloodhounds. The Bloodhounds have the scent of each of the quarries.
I see. Okay. Very well. I think I'll feign interest, but I think I'll shuffle over to Nick O'Cara and kind of ask him what he came across. I'm looking for signs of foul play.
As you're walking off, you do hear Lord Titus say, "Do enjoy dinner. Your second place is quite delicious."
Desmond says,
You would know.
yes, you would know. I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna make him eat his word. So I'm gonna head over to Okara and see if there was something fishy going on, or if he suspects
Sure.
anything.
You walk up to him. You ask him. He says, "Oh, well, Titus may be a cocky bastard. I just wasn't on my game today. I wouldn't really expect him to do anything like this. If there was foul play, it would go against the Count's rules, and being the ever childish man that he is, he does abide by the Count."
Good to know. Very well. I'll have to pocket any annoyances I have, but it was a good hunt. We brought back quite the formidable prize. Hopefully the dinner will measure up.
How much of that beast did you leave behind? You only brought back a wing.
Right, with an injured party member and only 3 of us, it was going to be very difficult to carry the whole mass of the creature.
That is understandable. Well, I'll see if I can't talk to the Count. You've earned that trophy after all. I'll make sure his men carve it up nice and send you what is left.
I pat him on the shoulder. Thank you, Okara. It's good to be friends with a baron such as yourself.
Good to be friends indeed. And you guys make your way off to the feast, where I forgot I didn't have initiative. I deleted you all. Could everyone but Calbion roll initiative just for the social rounds, please, and thank you. Do-do-do. One. Nope, you're 1. You're 3. You're 2. Alright. Erivid, you are up first for the social round.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, everyone you see is still available, and everyone who you don't see are unavailable.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take things a little easy. Have we crossed the threshold with the crabs, or at least Parthena?
You have crossed a threshold, and
more
with
than
that
one.
crossing, you got invited to her estate.
Okay. Estate invitation. Well, I don't want to talk to Bartleby, and Valetto isn't here. I guess I'll spend the meal, or the first part of the meal, with the crabs. Once again, trying to reach out to Sepsina, but Parthena first. What are my role choices again?
There is diplomacy, there is bluff, there is knowledge nobility, knowledge local.
Oddly enough, I have both of those. And the DCs do change for different ones. I don't know which is harder or easier. And the number's basically the same for all of them. Let's talk about the local area. Knowledge local.
Alright.
Knowledge local. Let's see. And so it begins.
A good so it begins, or a bad so it begins?
With a +6.
With an 8, perhaps during your conversation you accidentally spoke ill of or insulted the local areas, and the conversation does not go good, and you lose a point of influence.
That's fine. That was a free point of influence from before.
And that is your conversation, Anna.
I would like to talk to Bartleby.
Bartleby Lothheed. You sure can. Let's see. His influence is this diplomacy, there's bluff, knowledge nobility.
How about, so I got his, I don't remember if it was a strength or a weakness, but I wrote it down.
That's not what I expected when I was going to Google this word that I didn't know, and that's really funny.
That's stupid. That's the information I got. I want to do the I want to do the opposite of that to try to get more information.
So you want to know the weakness.
Yes.
That's the strength.
Yes, I will go with the weakness.
All right. Sense motive.
Okay, hold on. Ooh, sense motive. Got it.
This is Bartleby.
Ooh. 15.
Here you go. You learn his weakness.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes. Next up, Desmond.
All right. I think I'll speak with Baroness Voynam. And I'll try to influence her.
All right. Her influence is intimidate, diplomacy. There's ride, and knowledge, geography, or knowledge history.
Okay, I think my strongest one is going to be diplomacy here. Although I guess knowledge and ability is going to be the same with bonuses. So I think I'm going to go the nobility route and kind of fish for whether she knows that her people are getting pulled into this. Because the peasant that we found belongs to her. But
yes,
if the guy's getting bribed or like blackmailed or kidnapped, I think it would be in her best interest to know. So this is going to be +2. So 32.
32. Well, that is a point of influence. And let me see something. If you bring it up at all, and go fishing for it, and she would not seem to be knowledgeable. Would you tell her you freed him, like, in secret, like, hey, we found one of your guys?
Okay, I'm gonna ask for a refresher, and if I need to make a check, because I guess that might be fair. We kind of asked the peasant what he knew and how he got there. Wasn't he kind of forcefully, like, coerced?
He was arrested by Count Bartleby and then was placed into the hunt.
Okay, yeah, that seems pretty fucked up. I'm gonna bring that up, and tell her that your people are basically being kidnapped by Count Bartleby.
She would be greatly semi-surprised and very interested to hear more. And she would thank you for saving him. If you say all that, go through all that.
Yeah.
And she says that she'll have to keep an eye on the Count and perhaps keep more guard up in her region.
That seems wise, Baroness. If you need any assistance or you require any information to be scouted out, I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open, and perhaps we can strike a sort of alliance just in this case. Seems like there could be more going on here.
She whispers back and says, trying to kind of change the tone of matter from something something so serious, she says, I will keep my own eye on the Count. You just focus on restoring those vineyards, will you?
Desmond kind of replies with a small smirk, and says, all right, my offer still stands, and I may stay in touch and let you know what the progress is on those vineyards.
Good. She nods her head to you and thanks as we get to round 2 with Erivid.
Round 2.
Fight.
After seeing the conversation not go super well and sort of sinking into myself so I could refresh myself without conversation, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to talk about not the landscape and the local area, but something I know a lot more of in the nobility.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't give off a disgusted tone because that might be likely. Okay, I freaking hate all those guys. So, that's 10.
A 10.
Wow.
Well, no, I don't think that works like that. You've lost another influence point and have technically gone under her influence level. And so part of me is like, does that mean she uninvites you from her estate? Do you lose all this? But I'm going to say no. I'm going to say once you've hit that threshold, you've hit that threshold, even if she does go like, ugh, one of these 3 is not my favorite.
Okay, well, I'm going to huff and just walk elsewhere. I'll figure out where that elsewhere is next round.
Okay. Anna. Ooh. Okay. Well, knowledge and ability, bluff, diplomacy, and I will give you that special thing that I whispered you. You'll get it. That is pretty good. He is very interested as you gain a point of influence and begins asking you, more questions about it. What have you been mining? Perhaps if it is something of good value, maybe I will invest. He's very invested in this conversation. You can probably tell mostly because what he's hearing is money, 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 money. Yeah, and now he's hearing even more money, 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 money. He is Mr. Krabs right now. He is just hearing money. Yeah, hello, I like money. All right, Desmond.
I think I'm gonna wander over to Nicholas O'Cara.
Alrighty.
And, I don't know if this is like a hidden thing, but I'm wondering if he can get me in touch with some of those guys that are unavailable to be influenced.
So they do not have those unavailables period don't have
like the
weaknesses,
okay.
influences. So I don't know why it tells me. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, the thing tells me about the minor attendees. It says they do not need to or cannot be influenced. They're kind of just here to add to the party.
Okay, then I guess I'm gonna try to influence Nick O'Cara, but I guess the flavor of it would be if I could find out more about the minor attendees, maybe like a secret tidbit of information that might be useful.
Sure. Your options, if you don't remember them, are there's diplomacy, there's ride, there's handle animal.
Handle animal for Nick?
Yep.
Okay. I will go with the diplomacy roll. Good rolls.
That will be a point of influence. Let me go back up to him. Okay. You learn. I'll tell you. You learn about Sir Gul Guzarn.
Okay, cool. Because I was kind of interested in him.
He tells you how he hasn't known him for long, but he does know that the half-elf served the previous Count Lothheed, and that rumor around county is that Guzarn leads the unofficial quote-unquote secret police. While there are guards in towns and places, the rumors are that Guizarn is the one who is the real enforcer.
I see.
If people get up and at him, he's there to dish out the pain and stop it.
Got it.
And while these are just, he does say, these are just rumors. No one has really come forth to accuse anything. Not that anyone would really risk their position to do so. But, these things, they stay between friends, I would hope.
Makes sense. Otherwise, it probably would mean that Guizarn isn't good at his job, huh?
Yes, if it came out, it would also likely mean you in the stockades instead of someone else.
Of course. But this is between friends, so.
Yes.
All right,
Round
sounds
3.
good.
Fight.
Fight.
So who's being chatted with? I'm pretty sure Bartleby is.
Bartleby and Nicholas
Nick.
O'Kara.
And O'Kara. Alright, I want to try to repair some split ends with Honora.
Okay, I thought you were going to say the crabs, and I got so excited.
No, not yet. We'll get back to that.
All right. Knowledge local, perception, survival, bluff, diplomacy.
Bluff, diplomacy, survival. No thanks on the survival. Knowledge local, not going to make that mistake again. Perception, I could also do. Fuck it, let's just make some basic perceptions about life or something. Okay. 17. I'm not going to lose anything with that roll.
17 on what? What was it?
Perception.
Perception. Okay.
If I lose something with 17. Okay, great. Awesome. Not trying to go for anything fancy, just trying to repair some feelings, some connections.
And you begin to. She's not the most excited for conversation, but she carries it rather than dropping you.
Great.
Anna.
All right, I'm gonna continue to talk to Bartleby. I want to see if I can. He doesn't show up in influence area very much, so I'm just gonna continue to talk to him using diplomacy and just explaining about like one of the bigger diamonds that we had found recently. It's just, oh yes, the weight of it is immaculate, and having to carve it has been quite a task for the team so far, and just kind of really digging in that.
Okay.
Do I still get the whisper?
Yes. Also, I should mention the this is your entertainment and feast. Don't ask me about doing histories on those names because I can't give it to you.
Cool.
Because I don't know. Because I didn't Google them.
I'll take it. I don't care. Here's my diplomacy. Huzzah! Tell me huzzah! 25 again!
I even read that before we started the session. I should have Googled them. I really hope if I Google them, it comes up with real wikis for these people. That'd be really funny. All right, 25. That gets you a point of influence.
Huzzah! He's 2 points. 2 points influenced, guys. At least from me. I don't know if anybody else has been able to touch the influence marker on him, but that's good.
Well, I can tell you, I've kept track of everyone's influence in my notes. Outside of this session, he has been influenced quite a bit.
Cool. Awesome.
Desmond.
All right, I think I'm gonna keep walking around. I think I'll take 3 plates of Jubilee pie and sit next to the crabs, and I'll make
Okay.
conversation with them.
Alrighty.
And
Bluff, knowledge local, diplomacy, knowledge nobility.
yeah, I think I'll go with bluff. And I think the flavor of this conversation is gonna be it's not like I'm trying to repair what my companions have said. It's just like just continuing off the night's events, and maybe they've heard different rumors than what Okara's heard. I think that's probably what I'd be after, because people seem to know things.
Okay.
There we go.
39. You gain a point back. And she does let loose some rumors.
Ooh, juicy.
She tells you what does she tell you?
I like rumors. It's like the interesting
Let's
did you know
see.
things on the bottom of loading screens.
Did you know? She doesn't bring up any rumors, more so asking you questions herself.
Okay.
She asks you if you've noticed that one woman around. She doesn't know her name. She was in a white ball gown, but it seemed that no one was really paying attention to them. Do you know who that was?
A person in a white gown, she said?
Yeah, like a white dress. She's like, I've never seen this person before.
And that's not the mom from before?
Nope. Talking about
Oh.
someone else.
Ooh, interesting. Is there a sort of role that I can make for that? If I even recall somebody like that?
Let me look.
Sounds interesting.
You can give me either a knowledge local or knowledge nobility.
Alright, knowledge nobility. This is dealing with nobles directly, so this is +2. Okay, 24.
You did see said woman.
Oh.
Let me give you information if I can.
Gotta make a new entry over here. Mystery woman in white.
Yes, mystery woman in white. You didn't see her much. Just she did stand out from the crowd. She's not here on the influence list. She did stand out from the crowd a little bit when you noticed her. You did see she was barely making contact with anyone. You did learn, you overhear from someone, perhaps from the crabs herself, saying, "I don't know who she is, but I did hear she announced herself as a cousin visiting from Casimir, although I didn't hear whose cousin she was." Very odd.
Visiting from Casimir. Alright.
Casimir being familiar, as you would know that Martella Lothheed went to Casimir to make influence herself.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. Potential hook there.
Yes, and with that, as that ends, I'm going to delete that for now. As influence ends, and people are finishing the feast, the Count taps a glass and says, "Now that our feast comes to an end, all of you are more than welcome to explore the grounds. But know, in an hour's time, we will be having our masquerade. I do hope you've all brought your fancy get-ups and your masks. I know I have. And he kind of smirks. Now, enjoy the grounds, and I will see you all in an hour's time in the ballroom.
I kind of wonder if I can do something sneaky with Lord Titus, like sabotage his chances of being like really secret. I'm kind of wondering how I would do it though. I think while he's giving that speech, I would be back together with Erivid and Anastasia and kind of huddle and ask him, so the masquerade's coming up. I don't know about you, but my pride isn't letting me drop Lord Titus's backhanded comment. It's not really hurting me so much as challenging me to strike back somehow. Do you have any ideas?
Is he a local? The Count?
Bartleby?
No, his cousin.
Are you talking about
He
Lord
does.
Titus?
Lord
Yeah,
Titus
that-
does live here with his, with Bartleby.
Okay, with that information, how much do I actually know about him? Because I'm a local as well.
Let me look. Not. Give me a knowledge nobility.
Sure. $15.
Not much is known other than he's a spoiled brat and a bully.
With that, Anastasia kind of runs her fingers through her hair, and she goes, "Well, he's a spoiled brat if you haven't figured that out, and very pompous and arrogant. So I mean, anything you can really do to knock him down a peg would probably be to outsmart him, outwit him, out-knowledge him, out-entertain him. Anything to knock him down a pedestal. Like I guarantee that finding out that he wasn't the victor of the joust really got his goat. So I guess other things like that, if you stepped in the middle of him chatting with other people and were able to take their attention, I think that would be a wonderfully petty thorn in his side.
Ooh. That seems doable. Erivid, any ideas on how to get back?
Are we talking about Titus, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, that was Bartleby that I sort of know. Okay. I'm not sure. Perhaps just caring for the common folk might already be enough to frustrate him. That's
Okay.
just conjecture, however.
Sure.
I would cautious you on doing that in particular for those who are in view of such action. Fortunately, there are some here who don't take kindly to being kind. As much as I hate to say it, but depending on who you're hoping to interact with or who you're hoping to rally to your side, as I hate to say it, I would be cautious on those actions in particular.
Very well. I'll keep that in mind as well. All right, I suppose we'll get ready for the masquerade if no one has anything else.
Anything? Or are you all going to the masquerade?
I can't quite think of much.
Same.
Alrighty, masquerade time.
Alright. Do you guys get all dressed up? You put outfits on?
Oh yeah, I excuse myself. To get ready for the party.
As masking an outfit as I can.
Question. What skill... Oh, it's gonna be a disguise. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that question.
So are you also, Desmond?
Yes, I'm getting ready.
Okay. So an hour comes and goes, and you make your way to the masquerade. You all, the three of you that is, roll me initiative again, because we're going to have some social rounds.
Okay.
Alright.
Seeing as I don't have a token.
Nope. You just need numbers.
Okay.
Okay. 1. Nope, you're 3. You're 1. You're 2. And the way this is going to work, because it's a masquerade, we're just going to roll at random who you go to influence, but if you want someone in particular, you can do a perception to find them.
Oh, okay.
And Anna, you are first.
Yeah, I'll do a perception to try to find Bartleby again.
Sure.
17 to try to spot him in the crowd.
I will say a 17. I'm going to have differing DCs for differing people, but a 17 for Bartleby is high enough because he's center stage. He's welcoming everyone to the masquerade. You can easily spot him.
And is there, remind me of the specifics of this. Are you supposed to not be able to recognize somebody, or is it just kind of the thrill of trying to figure out who you're talking to?
I think masquerades are a mix of both, but primarily the thrill of not knowing who you're talking to. But Bartleby being the host, he's purposely being obvious.
Okay, I'm gonna purposely be obvious to him as I approach him. I'm in a form-fitting, single-shouldered gold dress, and I am just dripping with diamond jewelry. My flaming red hair is up in a high, kind of like messy bun, and I have a dark black mask with like jewels like dripping off of it. And as I approach him, I dripping with blood. Maybe later. And as I approach Bartleby, I will kind of give like a cute little twirl, and all the gems just kind of jingle, jingle, jingle from the dress and from my jewelry and from my mask. And I say, see what kind of production that the Zafeíri line does. Isn't it exquisite? And I will basically like hype up the diamond business that my family runs while engaging with him to try to get a point of influence.
Okay, and you'll get a +1 bonus for having fancy.
Go fancy! And that's okay. That's pretty good.
Did you put the +1?
I did. I got 4 on the die.
Okay. That is unfortunately not enough to influence. He still is interested in the conversation and looking at all the jewelry, but you've not really won him over. He's almost there. He's interested, but he's not sold.
Got it. Okay. Yep, that'll be the end of my social influence turn.
Desmond.
All right, let's do this random thing.
All right, let's see. All right. I'm going to roll. I'm not going to tell you who you get. Because it's Masquerade. I'm just going to give you your options.
Okay.
Alrighty. Bluff, diplomacy, survival, knowledge, not knowledge, perception, survival, bluff, diplomacy.
Okay. I shall roll bluff then. Let's play this game.
Okay, you gain a point of influence towards someone.
All right. And for the record, my costume is I look like a shitty beat up lawyer with a crunched up stone face.
Okay.
You okay, love? You gotta clear your throat.
Let me see here. Well, here's the funny thing, because this is in the book. While I know that was mostly flavor, it does say, hey, if the PCs didn't bring their own costumes, or they have shitty costumes, they gain a -1.
On the check or
Yep,
what?
on your checks.
Okay.
Which a 31 is still good,
Yep.
but you, sir, are going to have -1 on all of your influence checks.
I'm fine with that. They have no idea who I am.
But you do gain influence as we go to Erivid. Hello?
I'm here. I was figuring things out.
Oh, wonderful.
I would believe that I have appropriate attire. I would at the very least have cobbled something together from my noble background. And again, the black, wispy, cloudy looking mask on me, and I would head off to find someone to influence, I suppose.
All right. So you're going to find someone.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see who 3 is. Okay. You have diplomacy. You have bluff. Knowledge local. Knowledge nobility.
I'll go for diplomacy, and I'll use a Erividite accent, as in Russian.
Interesting.
Try to, I don't know, aid my anonymity.
Oh, no, well, fun fact. Russia exists in the world of Pathfinder.
Our world exists in Pathfinder.
Earth exists
not
as
on
a world in
Valerian.
Pathfinder. Yeah, Earth straight up exists because there is an adventure that I'm going to run in the future that, fun fact, it takes you to Russia.
23.
23 is a point of influence towards someone. Congratulations. Anna, round 2.
I would still like to continue to influence Bartleby, but if Ikas shows up, I want to purposely get in the way and like prevent him from talking to Bartleby. I want Bartleby's attention to be on me the entire time.
You can give me a perception to see if you can find Titus.
Cool.
Nope. He does not seem to be around, or you cannot see him. You cannot find him in the crowd.
Okay, cool. Then I will continue to smooge with Bartleby.
All right.
Do I still get that +1?
Yep.
Cool. Be nice to me, die. Ugh. 21.
You gain a point of influence.
Yay! Oh, phew.
Congratulations. Now he seems interested. He's like, well, now, maybe I will have to put some money into this. If my money can make money, let's make money.
Yep. Cool.
All right. Desmond.
Okay, so in this costume where probably no one recognizes me, could I start a rumor? And I'll start a rumor via this person or peoples I'm talking to. Could I say, like, did you see the 2 quarries that Lord Titus brought in? It looked like their ankles were bruised, as if like they were handicapped going into the forest.
Okay. You can, maybe bluff or diplomacy?
Right. So 29 minus 1 plus 2 because of nobles. I'm assuming. I guess that's secret information, but net 1, so 30.
Even with your 30, you hear a female voice speak back to you saying, kind of in disgust, like, ugh, do keep your infighting between nobility to yourselves. And she walks away.
Oh, okay. From the person that I was talking to?
Yes. The person you were telling this rumor to goes, you're this, keep noble infighting away from me, and walks away.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to count that as your turn.
That's fair.
Spreading rumor as we go to Erivid. Erivid, are you still deciding things over there? You alive?
I guess things are going kind of well. So whoever this is, and the fact that this is a masquerade, so I am sort of a persona right now. Let's go with a bluff.
All right.
Okay. 16.
16. Perhaps you're telling a story of some kind, but you've gained an influence point, and they seem very interested in your bluff.
Yes, they're very interested in Irisonites, as I definitely am.
Yup. Okay. Anna.
So I'm gonna continue to work on Bartleby, talking to him a bit more about the business. I'm not sharing with him full details and the kind of like inner business workings of it, but I am talking to him about it. But can I take him out on the dance floor? Like, have I had enough influence with him that he would willingly go and dance with me on the dance floor?
I would say if you hit his threshold, he would be interested. You have not hit his threshold yet.
Okay, I will try to do influence on him again.
Okay.
$28.
You gain another point of influence towards him. He's
Alright.
getting influenced.
Yay, influence! That'll be the end of my turn. Just chatting him up.
All right, Desmond.
All right, I think I'm gonna briefly step out of the room and use my Veil of Mist to cast Disguise Self on myself by taking 1 point of burn. And-
Where do you go to do this? Because there are guards around.
Oh, okay. Are there any columns or dark corners of the room? Or bathrooms? Washrooms?
You can definitely find a bathroom. It is quite a ways away from the ballroom, and guard would guide you if you asked.
Okay. Then in that case, I think. Could I find the slowest looking guard and ask him to guide me to the bathroom and then head back? And I'm going to tell him, I've got a change of costume for the masquerade.
Sure, just follow me. I'll lead you to it. And he'll begin showing you way to the bathroom.
And then if that takes up my whole turn, I guess it'll be for the next turn if there is one.
I do think performing, unless stated otherwise, like doing anything that would be like, hey, I'm doing something non-roleplay, like actually take your time, like casting something, I think that would take your turn.
Oh, okay.
I will say, I'll just let this
Normal-
know, this is round 3, you have 2 more rounds of...
Okay. So I can at least make use of the different costume.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. Erivid.
Yes, I will continue weaving this wonderful yarn.
Okay.
That's not as good. I might lose that with a 13.
A 13, and you are bluffing.
Yeah.
A 13 is not enough. But nothing happens, because you don't know who you're talking about. Or who you're talking to.
Oh, yeah.
Because there is someone here who you can lose points to. But nothing happens. No, you're fine. Round 4, Anna.
Let's just keep going with Bartleby. Works for me. He's distracted by the glitter, so why not? Shiny distraction! Go! 25.
You have hit his threshold.
Huzzah!
He is now friendly. And as you're talking to him, let's see, he says, after the party here, you must come back another time. Please, accept my invitation to Birdsong Palace. You must come back. We must discuss possible trade deals and purchases. You'd be more than a welcome guest here at the palace. And essentially, I will jot this down here for everyone. He's basically giving the PCs, all of you, an invite to visit the Palace of Birdsong at any time would you like to discuss arcane arts and collaborate on studies. Also giving you use to the Lothheed Arcane Library, granting a +2 bonus on craft alchemy checks and spellcraft checks to learn a spell from a spellbook or scroll.
Cool. No casters in this group. Fantastic.
I'll take it.
Is that enough influence pie to say that I convinced him to go out on the dance floor with me?
That would be enough influence, I'll say, to move him onto the dance floor.
Awesome, yep. And I'm gonna make a huge spectacle of it as we're dancing, and I'll have him spin me and like kind of taking the lead, but not really taking the lead. But I'm definitely making sure that we are the center of attention, in hopes that I can help my party with what they're doing.
Okay. Desmond.
All right, let's do this Wheel of Fortune thing again.
Alrighty.
I'm back.
Roll this one this time. Okay.
Haha, you got the worst one, because it's a 1.
You have diplomacy, sense motive, handle animal, ride.
All right, I'll attempt diplomacy. I wonder who I'm talking to.
Okay, whoever it is, you just influence them to the level of helpful.
Ooh, dang
granting
it, I don't know who to mark.
some goodies.
Cool.
You've shifted them from friendly to helpful.
All right, we know now, people. There's a helpful bracket.
Erivid. Sticking with spinning some yarn.
I think my yarn got too thin. We'll just go back to a rousing diplomatic conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. 26.
26, you gain a point of influence. Congrats to you. All right, round 5 and the final round. Anna.
Final round, I'm gonna try to secure at least one more additional point with Bartleby as we're dancing.
Okay. $29. 29, that is another point.
Heck yeah,
To
let's
Bartleby.
go!
Desmond.
I'm gonna spin the Wheel of Fortune again.
Okay.
Magic.
Same person. You're talking to the same person. You just
Okay.
stay in conversation.
All right, diplomatic magic. Is it a +1 for a good
Okay.
costume?
If you are wearing a good costume, a fancy costume, it would be, and that would give you an influence point.
Yay!
Erivid.
Let's spin the wheel.
Okay, spinning the wheel if this is another one. Okay. Let me count here. That's 1, 2, 3. You have diplomacy. You have knowledge, geography, history. You have ride.
Diplomacy, geography, history, ride. I'll go for a ride check. Uh, 19.
19 is a point of influence.
Hooray!
Hurrah, indeed. And as that ends the 5th round, you all see, it very obvious, it is Count Lothid. He breaks from the dancing with Anna and comes to the main stage of sorts, and he announces that the ballroom has been invaded and all guests must rush to its defense. Any locals, mostly being Anna, and he would announce it. This is the classic opening to a popular dance called the Dance of the Phalanx. Equal parts strategy game and formal waltz. If any of you would like to participate, you can choose to do so. You can pick an NPC to participate with, or you can pick, PCs to be your dance partner.
Interesting.
If you so wish to participate.
Yes, I do want to participate.
A dance sounds lovely. Compared to the other event for the day.
And despite it being a masquerade, if you want to pick an NPC to be your partner, I will let you pick an NPC. We won't do it at random. You can actually choose.
Do I know enough about the event to know if there is somebody at the party who would be the most advantageous to have as my partner?
Let me see. Let me see here. Quite possibly the Count himself.
I'd probably go straight to him.
Okay, so the Count plus Anna.
I really want to give Sepsinia some limelight. I don't think I'll succeed, but...
I'll allow it. Mother Crab, being a bit... She's not entirely for it. Like, if you come up and ask Sepsinia, Dame Crab is very defensive of her daughter. But if you show good intent, she would allow it.
Maybe I can help out by asking the mom. It's like, it'll be fine.
Is that what you're...
Yes, I'm gonna ask Parthena Crab to be my partner.
Okay.
It's just that if Erivid had to pass some check because the mom was being defensive, then I would like to RP helping him out.
No, she would let go.
Okay. Take the mom first and then swoop in for the baby. We're like eagles hunting lambs.
Okay, so the way this is gonna work, this is interesting. The Dance of the Phalanx. Winning the dance, this is a competition. Winning the dance. To play, one partner adds their intelligence bonus, while the other partner contributes their dexterity bonus to determine the couple's dance maneuver bonus. So,
cool.
For the... Let's see. Okay, so for Bartleby and Anastasia, Bartleby's gonna put his intelligence into this.
Perfect, and I will put my dex into it. My dex is a +4.
Okay, his matches yours.
Sweet.
Okay. Now, so +8. Anna and Count. For Erivid and Sepsinia, assuming you're going to put your dex into this, she does not have a good enough intelligence, so just go off your dex, but because she's good at knowledge and ability.
Because I could also give intelligence. I didn't dump intelligence.
Yeah, well, if you do intelligence, she could put her dex into it, which isn't much, but her dex is better than her int. But it is.
Okay.
I'll leave it to your choice for this.
It's either going to make no difference or it's going to make like 1 point of difference. I'll put in my 2 intelligence and let her put in her dex. Because my dex is 3. It's not that different.
Okay, so it will be with her extra bonus. Is a +4 for Sepsinia and Erivid.
Okay. I can work with that.
And no matter what, for Desmond, choose what you want, because she's not adding anything other than a +1 just from an outside bonus. She has no dex or intelligence.
My dex and intelligence are equal, so it's +4 either way.
Okay, so +5.
That was such a non-flattering way to describe her. That's funny.
Desmond. All right, let me get the rules up here now. Do I have any fancy music? I don't know if I have any fancy music. I don't have any fancy music, so we're just gonna stick with this for now. So I don't want to go searching. That's not what I want. Oh my god, I got so many things
Dance
open.
music.
I got so many things open. Hold on. I closed the wrong thing and I opened the wrong thing. Jeebus. We're just trying to dance here, man. Okay. Here's how this is gonna work. Once the music begins, partners attempt DMB checks against increasing DCs. If you fail your check, you're forced off the dance floor.
Okay.
So, starting with Anastasia. This doesn't even use a skill either. It's just a d20 plus your bonus. So roll a d20 plus 8, Anna, as you begin doing the Dance of the Phalanx with the Count.
You got it. We got a 14.
14. Okay, a 14 is enough. Oh my god, I found the perfect music. Well, maybe not perfect, considering this is like a masquerade dance, but I love. There we go. Oh, cephalopod would have been funny. Alright, you're fine. Erivid, roll a d20 plus 4.
Yes, sir. Oh, fuck me. 8.
8. You are forced off the dance floor and out of the game. Oh,
So
I
much for
said
relaxing.
Erivid. I meant Desmond. You can go again, Erivid. You're
What?
fine. Desmond, you go. That's my bad. I saw a name. Whoops. Erivid, don't worry. You're not off the game.
All
I
right.
messed up. Desmond, plus 5. You're fine. Okay, Erivid, you reroll. Plus 4, d20.
Okay.
We're just pointing at like another dance couple. It's like, and that's what you don't do.
I guess. Natural 1.
Really?
5. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
god.
That's how this
Okay.
session is going.
You are removed from the dance floor and out of the game. The DC gets harder. Anna, d20 plus 8. $25, you're fine. Desmond, d20 plus 5. Okay, the DC gets harder. Anna, same thing.
Come on.
Sepsini is not
Bling.
that great of a dancer.
DDR. Paranoia on expert.
All right, you are removed from the dance floor, and Desmond's the winner.
Ah, I win!
As the dance ends, both of you, you and Dame Crab, are given a pair of magnificent silver and rosewood masks depicting smiling faces. She takes one, you take the other, and I'll jot this down.
Ooh, they's fancy.
And as the dance comes to a close, the host, the Count, says, "Congratulations. Thank you all for coming to this Tanager Jubilee. But it is time to call it a rest, as the night has fallen." And he says, "Breakfast will be served in the morning. Soft-boiled eggs, toast, some white wine will be delivered to all of your rooms. Do not worry about saying your goodbyes. We expect you all to leave in your own manner after enjoying your breakfast. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of the night." And you're all led back to your own rooms. They would offer a room.
Yep, I would take it.
Okay. Anything the three of you would like to do for the night, or are you just going to sleep?
Erivid, did you want to walk around again, or would you prefer to rest?
I mean, I think I'd like to walk around, but I don't know if my guide will be here, so to speak.
Oh, only one way to find out. Has Calbion returned?
No.
No. Okay.
Albion
How
is
far-
likely going to be gone for quite a while.
Okay.
Because they have to bring him to the town.
Okay. Got it.
If they aren't still on the road, they probably are just reaching the town come nightfall.
Okay. All right. I guess that was just for a frame of reference. I will take my rest. Is it possible, like, do alarm clocks exist?
I don't think so.
Okay. Where's that artificer when you need him? All right.
We don't speak that name in this game.
All right. I suppose I'll go to sleep, and if I wake up, I wake up.
That's dark.
As in, like, if I get woken up, I wake up.
Okay. And are you going for a stroll, Erivid?
I am gonna go for a stroll. Maybe keep my mask underneath my jacket or so. Try to bump into the dame, but not exactly expecting to necessarily. But yes, I would like to wander around.
Okay, give me perception.
Something that I can do. Oh my god, 12?
12. You go walking around the grounds. Maybe you visit the garden again. You find the living topiaries.
I would definitely spend time there, yes.
But you do not find your previous guide, you do not find the Duchess.
And nothing seems to be out of place. Really? I mean, not like
Nothing.
physically out of place, but like something shady going down.
You got a 12?
Yeah.
Nothing shady seems to be going down.
Okay. Okay. Well, given a decent chunk of the night, I'm not going to let myself get exhausted, and I will return. And I'll wake Desmond. You know, just in case he would like to keep watch. And then I'll head off to dream of political scheming.
Very good. Very good. Okay. I think I'll walk around and see if maybe there's a guard like keeping watch or a guard patrolling. I'd like to make conversation with them.
Sure, roll me a perception.
Perception. There we go.
You do find a guard walking around during the late night. As he sees you walking around, though, he does say, "Can I help you find some place? Can I lead you somewhere?"
No, you don't need to lead me anywhere. I'm just feeling restless and would like someone to talk to. Would it be alright if I accompanied you on your patrol? I won't hinder you in any way.
Give me diplomacy.
Sure. It's not horrible.
You can follow, but I wouldn't stay out for long.
That's
You
fair.
must go to your room eventually.
Indeed, I will. So, while we're walking, I'm gonna ask him, are you familiar with the guests staying here? Not personally, but I mean, if it is personal, then that'd be great. I'm just curious.
I know of some of them. Some come visit the estate, but I don't interact with them. I just patrol the grounds itself. I don't usually spend time around most of them.
That's fair. There was a guest at the ballroom, a woman in white. I heard that she was related to a cousin visiting. She's a cousin visiting from Casimir. What would you know of that?
Wouldn't know nothing.
Okay.
As I said, I don't know much of the guests. I stick my patroller for the grounds and the outskirts. I didn't spend much time on the main stage of events today.
I see. Yes, I was just hoping that if you're usually patrolling the grounds, then you would be somewhat aware of who visits on a regular basis.
Maybe ask one of the front doorsmen.
Oh, that's a good idea. I will pay them a visit at your advice, and then I will return to my room.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll make my way to the front doorsman, as he pointed out.
As you walk to the front, you notice there's actually a group. There's about maybe 6 guards just in conversation with each other. And one of them spies you and says, kind of walking out of the front entrance and says, "Oh, you should really be in your room for the night. Most of the other nobles are.
Right.
Do you need help with anything?"
No, I was directed here. I was restless, and the guard I spoke to said that the front doorsman may make for good conversation. And then I'll just be for a little while, and then I'll return to my room if that's all right.
Well, we ain't got much going on tonight. Feel free to join in. Just talking about the food that was served. Hoping to get some. Hoping you nobles don't finish the breakfast. They kind of all chuckle.
That's fair. We can be gluttonous, can't we?
Yeah.
I guess.
Mean no offense.
None taken. Would it be all right if I took out a pack of playing cards? These guys look like they could probably use some entertainment.
Sure, yeah. If you take out some cards, one of them immediately pipes up and says, "I bet my week's pay I could beat you lot." "You're on," goes another
All right,
one.
let's play. So I guess it's 2 layers now. I'd like to ask them about the lady in white, and I'd also like to kick their ass at whatever card game we're playing.
Sure. You can roll bluff.
For the card game, I'm guessing.
Yes, for the card game. And just simple RP for the.
Okay.
So none of them's gonna beat you, but I will roll. I'm gonna roll 6d20. This is for each individual guard.
All right. So we're playing cards.
One of them loses horribly. 2 of them are like, "I'm out immediately." The other 2 are like, "You know what, man? You can keep your wages." And the third one, who might even, or the final one with the 19, who might even stand a chance to you, you get the better of him. And this is maybe, we'll say, a good time spent playing cards and talking. It's not like you set the cards down and immediately. It's a good, maybe we'll say 30 minutes of talking, playing games, having a good time. You win.
All right.
And the guard kind of, at the end of it, we'll get to him answering you, but the results of the card game is the guard basically going, "Well, you did quite well. Who am I sending my gold to? You nobles are better than us lot at these games. We should have known."
My name is Sir Desmond Belfry.
You staying
What's
anywhere?
your
You
name,
staying in the town? Where am I sending my pay?
I think we were okay. This is out of character. We're being kept at.
You own your party owned the Bettany estate.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. You can send payment to the Bettany estate, but I'll be honest. I didn't honestly play for much, so as to just pass the time. Knowing the guards is an important duty of anyone seeking to influence the area.
The guard you're talking to, you asked his.
Yes.
One moment. Name, because I love coming up with random names. His name is Broderick. Broderick. There we go.
Broderick. Okay, cool.
And he does say, "Oh, staying at the old Bettany estate. That place has seen better days. It has a keeper, but we haven't heard of anyone living there for some time. Congratulations. How'd you get that place?"
We were granted ownership of it by a friend.
Sounds like a good friend. Wish I had
Uh,
good friends. He looks at the others, kind of like punching one in the shoulder, like, who don't throw me under the bus in card games.
um, if I may ask, is there you lot are in charge of keeping watch over the palace, correct?
The guards as a whole, yes. Us six, we tend our duties to the outer doors.
Seems to be a rather knowledgeable spot for the palace. You see who comes in and who comes out, correct?
That would be correct.
I'm particularly curious about one individual, a woman in white. She kind of stood out on the ballroom, and I'm just curious who she is. She didn't seem to interact with any of the other nobles.
Give me a diplomacy, please.
26.
He goes, not really a business to be talking about guests like this. I feel like it's a rude company, but you've already taken my money, so why not take some rumors? He looks at some of the other guards. One of the others pipes in, yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I saw her. I don't think I got a name, but someone's cousin, maybe? Maybe a cousin to one of the crabs, or the Baroness Voynam? Not really sure. She's cousin to someone, someone important. She got into this event after all.
That makes sense.
A bunch of nobles come to this place as a reminder. Outside this token, this was a full party. There are other people here. It's a full party
that's
outside.
right. There's a lot of people here. All right.
Yeah.
And have you heard of any rumors just circulating about anyone? Your gossip is safe for me. I'm not like Sir Gisarme or Sir Gisarn, if from what I've been told.
He's not the worst. You can be a bit strict on us guards, but we are guarding the Count after all. How about this? And Broderick pipes in and says, how about this? Let me keep my gold. I'll tell you what I know.
Deal. I shake his hand.
All right. He shakes back, and he looks at the other guards, and they all kind of give each other a look of, it seems like maybe it's something they know. Like, this isn't a secret that Broderick is having to hide from the other guards. This seems rather knowledgeable from them.
Yeah.
And he says, well, on the topic of Grisarn, I wouldn't recommend getting on his bad side. He has quite a nasty temper. He's the Count's taxman, and if you've taken over the estate, I'd do my best to make good on his side. If you see any stockades or any prisoners who don't look too good, it was likely Gizarn's work.
I see.
The Count favors Gizarn. We don't have an opinion here or there. We get paid for it. One of the other guards goes, he could afford to be a bit less heavy-handed on the peasants, don't you think, Broderick? Broderick goes, maybe, but they're the ones starting revolts after all.
All right, so keep aware of Sir Gusarn, a little heavy-handed. All right.
Yes. A third guard pipes up. I would stay on his good side if I were you. As mentioned before, he rightfully so, he disciplines us guards. But again, we are protecting the Count after all. It pays to be on his good side. You don't want to know what happened to the last guard who let someone slip past the Count. You can rest assured after the attack the other day, quite a few of us are likely losing our jobs.
Well, if that comes to pass, please come to the Bettany estate.
Well, should anyone lose their job, we'll send word.
Good man. Good evening, gentlemen. I'll leave the playing cards here for you. You have more of a watch ahead of you. I'll collect it in the morning.
They wave you goodbye. And you are able to make it back to your room. I believe, a night's rest? What is a night's rest? Is that Constitution plus your... What's a night's rest?
Level plus Constitution? Or is it
Yeah,
just
level plus Constitution. Or at
Ooh,
least that's
level
how I
plus
run it. I don't
Constitution.
actually know
There
if
you
it's
go.
that. That's
I'm
what
good either way.
Let's find out. Night's Rest, Pathfinder, Google. In the rules it says, with a full night's rest, you recover 1 hit point per character level. You know what? Level plus con sounds much more forgiving. So we're going to do that. So you recover your level plus con. Morning comes. You guys open your doors. Anna, Desmond, Erivid, you open your doors. There are trays, eggs, toast. There are white wine delivered to you. So about that con, I don't have it. You guys enjoy your breakfast. Eventually, as breakfast is done, the Count himself comes to find the three of you and personally sees you off, inviting each of you as a whole to return any time. I believe, Anna, you came on horse. So your horse is taken care of. They present your horse at the entrance to the place. Desmond, you get your playing cards back. And the Count says, after this event, I would recommend to you, your group, go see your estate. Go enjoy the new home you have inherited. See what's what with your new place. It would be a joy to learn of its up and coming.
That sounds like a plan. Thank you.
And then Dame Crab, she comes up and finds you all and says, what a wonderful event. Thank you all for joining me and having such a lovely conversation. You must come to my estate for tea. Sometime next week, perhaps. I won't take no for an answer. And just to double down on that, in 4 days' time, I'll make sure to send a messenger to your estate to remind you.
That is so very kind.
Now, like the Count said, go enjoy your new home. It is always lovely to hear about new neighbors. And the crabs shuffle off, as does most of all the other nobles. People are feeding out now. What would you three like to do? Calbion/you has still not returned. You can likely gather that he is in the town receiving healing.
I'd like to try to find Duchess. I'd like to try to find Duchess Valeto. Duchess of Valeto Lothid.
Sure,
See if I can't at least say a goodbye or something.
Give me a perception.
Okay. Let's do this again. Okay. 18.
18. You do not see sign of the Duchess.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Like
Time
that,
to
as
go.
people are funneling out, yeah, you guys are giving your luggage. If requested, the Count would give you a cart to be able to bring you to your estate. A cart, with 2 guards driving it. He's
Yeah.
not giving you a cart.
Yes. Let's get some guards. Off
Okay,
to the
so
Bettany
party plan.
estate.
Just as a point, going to the Bettany estate, will we be going through town?
No.
Okay, I was curious. Not alright. To
Actually,
the
I
Bettany
can
estate.
check my map.
Oh, okay.
Let me check the County of Merit. I don't think so. Please hold. Wow, there's a lot on this map. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm looking at a full county. Do. Ah, you actually would be going through Stockies,
Oh,
the town that you've become tribunes of.
Neat. And is this
So you
the
do-
town?
This would not be the town that Hugh was sent to.
Okay.
There is a temple nearby in the town of Lothidar, which is where he was sent to. Stockies, as you go through town, you can understand why no one else has been so excited to do anything with until you started influencing them, because as you walk through, it is like shantytown. It is a rundown, falling apart town, and you can tell it needs extensive and most likely very expensive improvements to restore it at all in its current economy.
I
But
see.
going through town, you are led to the Bettany estate, where you are dropped off. I imagine, Anna, you are following the cart on horse. And eventually, you find your way to the Bettany estate. The guards drop you off. Let's see, do I have a description? Yes. Atop a low hill stands a fine but ill-fated estate. There are brambles and thick undergrowth crowding the gardens, while ivy creeps up the 2-story marble facade. The building's windows are shuttered, and its main doorway barred and gripped by a great iron padlock. A tower clearly far older than the main house rises from the structure. And as you begin approaching, you notice at the front door, by the lock, kind of just looking at it, standing there with what appears to be like a letter or some kind of piece of paper in their hand, is a figure. If the figure would like to describe themselves as the party approach.
I have darker skin, not more. I don't know what's the correct way of describing it, but
And
Sun-kissed.
What?
Sun-kissed.
Sunkiss, yeah. Okay, I suppose. And just a moment, I need to go ahead and look at that image. not acting
Unpunched.
sun punched. But anyway. I apologize. Yeah, so as Anthony was describing sun-kissed, I guess, again, I don't know if that's the correct term or if, but looks like it's just someone, or you see someone that has like black, sort of disheveled hair, sun-kissed skin. You see that he's like, you see he has like a backpack, more like a travel, one meant for like explorations. His clothes seem to be pretty not as if he's like an adventurer or anything, but more like he's a scholar or someone who does has a different line of occupation. And I guess that's the best way to describe it. I'll go ahead and post the image, or I guess you could actually just see it like on Roll20 technically. But yeah, that's who you guys see.
And
can
you
we help
also
you,
see
stranger?
this figure.
Oh, you can't see
Why
it?
is it
Oh,
pitch
you
black?
don't have vision. Oh, Anastasia needs vision.
She does have vision.
I'll call out. Is there someone else waiting for us? In reference to Hugh.
When I click on your
Um,
token, I see vision. That's not correct at all from what the token says.
Well, I'm seeing double now.
You might need to refresh, because I can promise you your token is correct. You do have vision.
All right, she be refreshing. We'll RP the meetup. I think Erivid, you started with a greeting.
Yeah. Stepping forward, holding a few of my things. And I had asked if there was anyone else waiting here for us.
So as Kassadin, did I see like Hugh nearby, or has Hugh not arrived yet either?
You see these three people. You don't know Hugh.
And I suppose for the letter, who would this be? Who would it be addressed to, as far as who to talk to, or who I'm supposed to meet at the Bettany estate?
In your letter, it is signed from one Martella Lothheed. In the letter, it says basics. It was given to you by the person you know, Lord Edrin, and it says essentially, Kassadin, I think you would be a worthy ally to our cause. Head to Merit. There are some folks who I recently gave an old estate to. Find Erivid, Desmond, and the rest of them, and make contact.
Okay. So I guess now, speaking as Kassadin, no, I haven't seen anyone, called Hugh, or well, I haven't seen anyone. You guys are the only people I met, when I arrived. But, I am supposed to be meeting someone at this estate. I believe their names are Erivid, Desmond, and Hugh, as I guess you mentioned just earlier. Would you happen to know any of those three?
Yeah, just for like story context, I didn't say Hugh because I'm not entirely sure whether Hugh or Calbion would have showed up here. So I just said like, have you seen anyone else around here? But anyway, I'm getting up close and I'm like examining you because I don't know you and now you're here looking for me. Do you have the like missive out?
Yes, in fact, I have a letter here from Lady Martella. I was supposed to deliver this to you. I was supposed to deliver this to these people.
Right. Well, mind if I see that?
And I just want to confirm, like you haven't introduced yourself yet. I just want to.
No, I
Oh,
have not because I don't know who you are, and the fact that you're at the Bettany estate, like looking for me, I don't want to introduce myself.
my apologies, but I was told to the only people who can see this are the following people. So again, I understand your cautiousness, but I can't really let you see this until I can either confirm if one you know the person in a good way, because
I'll bite. I raise my hand forth. It doesn't look like a sturdy handshake. It's not limp either. It's just like delicate, I could say. My name is Erivid. Erivid Malisoka.
I suppose just as my character, could I try to proceed to see if I do like a insight to see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, you can do a sense motive. Oh wow. Okay. Well, a 15. I imagine a 15 would be enough. I don't. It doesn't seem like he's visibly lying.
Okay. Well, seems that you're not lying. I go ahead and hand him the letter.
Does the writing / signature / imagery read similar to Martella?
You pull out your documents for the owning of the Bettany's and compare the two. It would be similar, familiar. Yes, this looking over this letter says Kassadin. It sounds like you might be a like-minded person to join the cause. Go find these people. They're here. Yada yada yada.
Right. So face still down a little bit, but eyes shooting up to Kassadin.
Where all did you come from, Kassadin?
I came from Casimir. Actually, I was sent here by my lord, who actually came in contact with Lady Martella. And long story short, yeah, I was sent over here to help evaluate the road conditions or
Oh,
provide my insight as a logistics specialist.
I see. That could be helpful. The road we came in on wasn't exactly a good quality, and neither are many of the houses. I imagine you'd be able to help us procure the materials needed to improve living conditions here.
Yes, for sure. I've already started looking into the road conditions and sort of estimating what would be the cost of the materials required to basically repair the roads. Um, also some recommendations on how we can sort of maintain or even possibly promote trade from like Castamere to here, for instance.
All right, I can see how you would be of help to our cause.
I'm gonna hand him the paperback, or more just like, push it onto his chest until he grabs it as I pass, and just welcome to the team, and push open the doors or pull.
It is locked, but you do have the key.
Okay, well, I push the key into the lock.
You push the key into the lock, and you open the door. And as you open the door to the Bettany estate, that is where we're gonna end for today.
Lucia?
You're
Mia?
not supposed to be here. We're on the wrong freaking landing page. I forgot there's 2 landing pages. This is the right landing page.
That's where we
He's
need
not
to be.
here anymore because this person's here now.
Little baby Kassadin.
Oh, he grows up so fast.
And we will know more about this person in our next session. Session 19 in the year 2024.
Awesome.
Hooray.
Hooray! We made it! Starting off a new adventure, gonna start off a new year, start off with a new character. This has been a blast. Can't wait
Off
to
with
do
a
it.
new house.
Off with a new house. Can't wait to do this in 2024. For now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube!
Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye,
Bye.
YouTube.
And Pi?
Goodbye, and stay sweet in the new year, y'all.
Yeah.